knowing. So as far as you know, if it's not, if you don't know it, it doesn't work, and that's okay. So one of the things you want to begin to remember is there's a lot of things that go on that uh-oh, gotta be kidding me. All right. Wow, tonight this technical is just really crazy. Wow, hold on, folks. I'm going to fix this right here. All right, so let me see here. I don't know what's going on, but something is. Where my tech guy? All nights I need him. He's not here. All right, let me go see my tech dude. No, okay, he's okay. All right. Galaxy as you mute. Okay, cool. All right. All right. All right. I hope you all can see the screen now, and also you can all probably hear the other stuff that's going on. I need you in the chat rooms right now. Could just let me know if you can hear me on the Zoom. I have other people from Facebook and YouTube are telling me they can hear me. I need to know on Zoom right now who's in the room. Just go to the chat room right there on the side and just chat and say, can you, yes, if you can hear me or not. Can you see what's on the screen as well? Can you see what's on the screen? All right, cool. Awesome. All right. All right, folks. All right, let's roll and rumble. All right. Thank you very much again. Thank you for being here tonight. One of the things we're going to go over is different things on the aspect of building business credit. And one thing is that I want to let you know is that well, I'm moving slow tonight. My computer is really the speed. Wowie kazowie. Oh, wow. This is really, 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 really weird. I haven't seen that in a long time. I have a gaming computer and I slowed it down, but I have a lot of windows open. So it's showing up tonight. All right. So one thing I want to go over with you folks is just real basic stuff right now. One of the things we usually say about building your business credit is the fact that sometimes as you begin to build it, you begin to worry about certain things in certain areas that really don't necessarily have to be worried about. And especially you worry about what you don't know that you should be worrying about versus that you're worrying about stuff that you're not aware of, which means this. There are things that people make up and say, oh, what about, this, you can't even worry about. It's like you're going to go into the Coliseum, but you can't go into the Coliseum of battle until you're ready. So some of the stuff that most people worry about, they're worried about the cart before the horse. So with that said, I just want to let you know and make you aware is everything that goes on is for your benefit to make things work in the way you're looking for to have it work. Also, another thing is this. There's one thing a lot of you want to be concerned with. Remember, there's 15 business credit report agencies. You should know about and why. Why is there 15 credit reporting agencies for the business? See, a lot of people aren't aware of that. There's 15 credit reports agencies. And then you have your Dun& Brad, your Business Experian, your Equifax, you have your SBFE, you have Credit Safe, and you have a lot more. But why do they report, and what are they good for? See, one of the things you want to begin to understand is the stuff that it's good for is it reports to different arenas that will definitely either affect your business credit and affect you of getting credit. And a lot of you think when you're building a lot of you are building your business. You don't really have the time to build your business credit. See, and to understand this is the reason why a lot of you, I mean, for whatever businesses you're in, you're an expert in your own business. You know what's going to happen in those certain areas by what you do. And you don't have to go prove your product because you know it's going to work. If you notice when you're not sure about something, about a product, you kind of, it's like walking on jello. Building business credit is like walking on jello when you begin due to the fact of the uncertainty, the things you've heard, the stories you've heard, all the upkeeps and everything else about all the areas that are looking to go ahead and make a difference. So one of the things you want to begin to understand is when you start building your business credit is that you want to begin to notice it's not just about your business credit, it's about your present and future of what you're up to and what you're building. See, most people want to go ahead and jump before the cart and then ask, wow, man, what happened? Well, a lot of things that go on in the world is that when you're working your business and have your business working, you begin to realize that there's a lot more to it than just building business credit. Some of you that have businesses, let me tell you, remember when they came out, I think in Obama era, when he said, hey, I want to go ahead and we're going to tax the companies that are making, I think, over $1 million or $2 million. So one of those areas that you want to begin to understand is that when you're learning to build that, everyone started panicking. And our team, we started laughing, especially our students as well. Because as a student, you're like family. So the whole thing is, okay, great. They're going to start taxing companies that make $1 million or $5 million or $10 million, whatever it was again, whatever the number was. It doesn't matter. What you do is, guess what? You just go ahead and you split them up. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Instead of having each company making, $10 million a year, you have divisions that make, you cut your companies down in divisions. Well, they only make $2 million a year. See, you got to understand, this is the reason why you say the rich get rich and stay rich is because they understand the game. They figure it out. Oh, okay, because nothing wrong with having, nothing says you can't split it up. What do you think a lot of companies do anyways? I mean, they don't really stay in one area. All right. Also, another thing what I want to let you know is this. Most of you have a certain fear about, certain areas in life about the, how do you want to say it? About your credit. Here's one thing. Borrowed money is not taxable. Don't spend money, loan money. One thing you're beginning to realize in your business that you do, that you want to always, the money that you want to have more credit in the business end of it so you have more opportunities for your growth in your business arena. One thing also about the other tools is that as you know that remember, borrowed money is not taxable. So let me ask you, what if you bought a house that appreciated, and let's say you bought it for $200,000, now the house is worth $500,000. So now you want to sell it and get the cash out. Why? Do you realize most of your millionaires, billionaires they're in debt, but they have the money? They're not concerned about the debt. They just get the asset. Let me ask you, remember, borrowed money is not taxable. So if you have about $300,000 of equity in your property, why not take it out as a business, of course? And then you're able to go ahead and use it. And then you get the tax write from the house and all the other benefits. And there's more to it. Now, I'm not here to be your CPA. I'm not here to be your attorney. I'm not here to be your public, whatever it is, public financer. I'm just telling you what we do and what works. Because also, if you read a lot of the other books, the people that have made millions and billions of dollars, they go over and tell you why they're in debt. Kawasaki, what's his name? The I read his book and I can't even remember the name. Oh, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's always in debt. Why? Like, really, like, why? All right, the next thing is this. Here's another thing I was talking about to you a few minutes ago. Here you want to begin to understand is that you want to have the line of defense. You want to have the line of defense. The line of defense is where you're actually going to make a big difference in your business. This is where you're going to make a big, huge difference in your business. And on top of that, one of the things you're going to begin to learn is that when you actually have things going on, you will make a difference in the business. One thing you want to begin to understand for yourself is that when you're here learning about divisions, the line of defense, a lot of you have not really recognized the power behind all this. There is so much behind this that the SS4 form, debt follows tax ID. Remember that. Debt follows tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. Debt follows tax ID. Those are the things you want to begin to remember, and also notice that there's a lot of power behind it, because if something happens, you can do a few things. Now, I was telling you earlier, there's some of the reasons tonight also, it's going to be a little unusual, because one of the things that, how the business have grown is because inside of the system that we have and the community that we have, is that we have a community of people now that's been really well developed. That's why I'm really anal retentive on certain things. Because as you work together, you want to make sure you have things going. But at the same time, if you're not using the money you're borrowing, why borrow the money? Because they're going to take it from you. Remember, personal credit is not the same as business credit. Personal credit is reversed of everything. Personal credit is reversed. The more you spend, the more you get. And the more you spend on the personal side, the less you get. Now, what do I mean by that? Some of the things you want to begin to realize is, here's a program that we actually have, and it's called, what is a paid CFO and how to become one. One of the things about a paid CFO is that we have CFOs for the organization that really does a great job, and what they do is they work for them. Now, one of the things that you do as a paid CFO is that there's certain things you do for the organization. There's also a $5,000 sign-up bonus as well. Also, one thing about the program, you'll average about $52,500 a year just being a paid CFO to become one, because there's things that you're going to do for the business. And on top of that, you won't be working and doing the job, because you're going to have a specific job that you do, and that job is you're going to be a CFO. And the CFO, what you're going to do initially is you're going to learn how to go ahead and apply for business credit under their umbrella. Why? Because that's what's going to happen. That's it. Real simple. And it's a really good program because, again, you're going to make an annual salary of roughly around $52,500 for doing that type of work. You get a sign-up bonus for $5,000. It doesn't affect your personal credit at all. That's what is a paid CFO, and that's what it is. Now, this is what's done all the time. A lot of you don't realize, a lot of your other organizations, big organizations, do this because that's how they grow in some areas. So you want to begin to understand there's a whole big different avenue really that benefit you both, all of you out there, on top of what needs to be done. Also, another thing is this. Inside of a particular arena, there's many things that go on inside, but on top of that, you really, really, really want to understand that all the other areas there that are working, it makes a difference. Also in the program as well, with Crown and Associates, it's a credit partner program, and on top of it, you have an opportunity for the individuals with excellent personal credit and some business knowledge to sit on one of the many corporate client boards that we have, and as a director, our CFO, and also is a very significant position because you potentially can uh, you can best you can have up to an income up to 100 grand a year, plus some of the most bonuses that you get with the industry, and on top of that, there's many things that get done. Now, if you want to know more about it, there's a phone number there. You can go ahead and give a call. You can call us at 855-886-7355. Now, the reason why I'm stating that, a lot of you need some assistance in your business. But one of the things is this. If you happen to have excellent credit and stuff like that, not only you can build your business, but you're also going to learn some other trades where to get other credit. This is this is a supreme program right here. You don't, when I say you don't pay anything, you don't pay anything. The thing is that there's agreements that would be taking place, and what you'll be doing, and you have to have a certain qualifications. Even though you have a 700 score, you might not meet it, because if you have more than there's a certain amount of inquiries you can have only, or you can get rid of them if you wish. And it's pretty, some of you out there already have it. I've seen your reports with us. I know your reports. It's spot on. And some of you already are part of that program anyways. So that's part of the Millionaires in the Making program. But one thing about it is that now you're going to learn where to go. Now you're going to learn where to go, other places to go to. Now, other things that you want to begin, you have to have things certain set up. You got to have your divisions correct. There's just many things that need to be done, because when you become a CFO with another business, there's some things that you're going to be doing for the business that you need to understand what to do. And you got to be able to follow directions. You can't ask, well, how do I do it? Forget it. It ain't happening. But I'm telling you, that's the reason why the CFOs are really important, keeping yourself clean. Because like I say, you can make yourself up to anywhere from $52,000 to $100,000 a year for that one. Now, you can be on 5 companies if you wish. Because we also, then the thing is, there's a ready staff to go ahead and make sure if some things don't happen right, they go ahead and take care of your credit report for you. Plus, another thing, you get 5 to 10K depending on what you go on if you refer yourself another business to have a business do it. So there's just many things that go on inside of that whole program for you. Now let's go back to the other thing. I was like, why it fits in there. Now here's one of the reasons why I say it fits in here. Because now if you come to this, there's one thing you begin to realize is that your divisions are going to be one of your most important aspects of building your business. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Your corporation. Now I'm going to tell you, eventually as you talk to us, you're going to find out why you want to have a corporation first, and then if you have to have an LLC, you can have an LLC, but the only thing I tell you is this. You want to go ahead and have the corporation first, then do your LLC. If you already have an LLC, there's a way to go ahead and do it, so you get because see, you get a whole nother level of protection. You don't get any protection from an LLC. Whoever tells you, there's some lady out there, I heard her today, I couldn't believe it. Anyways, she was talking about, LLC, it's quick and this and that. Yeah, is it quick? And then she said, well, you have to have other people. No, you don't. In a corporation, you can be the president, secretary, treasurer, and director. But a lot of you are so far gone in the world from being a kid, you forgot what it is to go ahead and play. I can be the president. I can be the treasurer. I can be the director. All right? You can be the president. You can be the secretary. You can be the director. All that other stuff. You can be president, secretary, director, and treasurer. Or secretary. So all I want to let you know is this. Guess what? Those all can be done if you know how to do it right. It's just like you have to do your regular. A lot of you still got to hold your meeting. Look what you have to do for your LLC. Same thing. Even if you're the sole person, you still got to do some things. But even as an organization, an Inc., you can still have a meeting with all four of you if you do it correctly. And there's a way to do it. There's many ways to do it. Some of you can do it. You can go ahead and call a brand new attorney who just got out of college and say, look, I need to have my meeting. I want to have it in front of you. So I want to do the roll call to all four people, which is going to be me, myself, and I. All right, you're going to be the president, you're going to be the secretary, you're going to be treasurer, you're going to be the director. You're going to do roll call. You're going to be the chairperson. Or you can have them be the chairperson and do roll call for all of you. You guys got to understand that what's the big deal? Record the meeting, do roll call. Then have it transcribed, and then have it notarized as official document being transcribed. Have the transcribed get it an official document. So now you have official transcript, you have a recording, and so no one can accuse you. I never had the meeting. Who really knows? They record it and get it transcribed. I mean, this is the stuff that we really tell you guys to do. Is how I do all that stuff. You can do. There's many things you can do, but you're going to lose. You lose a lot of your protection with the LLC. You are a sitting duck. I know myself. I know one attorney that I really give this to. Harold Stokes is one of them, and the other attorney, he's out of New York. He works in the federal system. He also has, I believe, his own practice based on what he spoke about, and he says he slices and cuts through the LLCs like paper in 5 minutes. And I understand why. You guys don't understand an LLC. I don't care how you switch it up, how you look at it, and I don't care what attorney says out there. You do not have the protection that you get from a corporation. The LLC is a limited liability company, not a corporation. And the IRS loves those because they know they can come and get you. I'm protected by how much I get in. Hogwash, full of baloney. The only way you're going to get that protection is you have it under a corporation. And then there's a way to protect everything inside a particular kind of trust that just is sweet. Sweet. So, anyways, that's why I'm saying divisions are the places where you want to begin to expand your business, because that's where all your credit will become from. Also, another thing, you want to have a line of defense. A line of defense of your credit is one of the most important parts in the business industry. It's kind of like this. You don't run back when it gets tough. You know you have divisions. Divisions, your line of defense is that you never do business with the corporation that's building the credit. As you see the big purple on top, you see the 3 divisions on bottom. This is where you do your business. But what happens if I don't have it that way right now? That's not a problem. See, one thing we like to do is we like to revamp your situation. So now one of the other things is that, here's where you tell you other 4 ways is this. Right there. This is where you'll make your residual. This is where you'll make your residuals. This is not being rich here. Being rich is only working one of them. There's 4 points of income. This is where you'll be able to go ahead and do what everyone keeps talking about in the world. Hey, I can do this. I got passive income. Yeah. All right, cool. That's good. But remember, real estate, franchise, profit sharing, and then guess what? Your other money. Here's what I'll let you know is this. You want to begin to understand those are if you practice in those 4 things, it could be anything. You're not going to make any money when you're wholesaling real estate. What I mean by that, you can make $1 million making wholesaling, but you still got to go do it every month. Now, if you take your money and buy something at a franchise, that's a big different story. You want to buy, then finally you can do, even if you do rehabs. Rehabs are another thing. I mean, they're good for fast money, but then you're going to blow it, maybe, or maybe not. You want to do maybe a hold, rentals. That's where you're going to get your passive income from. So those are the things I want to let you know. is that all that alone in itself will go ahead and make a difference for you in the world, that what you've been doing. But these are the things we begin to teach. Also, another thing, one thing that I actually really want to come here for is to actually repackage your life. Repackage your life. See, we want you to learn the steps, and we want to repackage your whole life at our weekly workshops, or we do it on a personal basis. Here's one thing I want to let you know. I don't care what business you're in. You can be a dentist, you can be a doctor. Your specialty is doctor, not this. We just come in, we take a look at what you're looking for, look at what you want to do, where do you want to spread your money, where do you want to have your other money at, what are you looking for, are you looking real estate, are you looking buying? Then we draw it all out for you. Then we want to say, okay, great, what do you want to do? Those of you all worried about the Zelle or the what's that, WhatsApp and PayPal and Stripe, all that other credit, whatever it is, this is why you have businesses. Zelle to the business is business. There's nothing to worry about. What they want to do is start trying to squeeze all the people that have the weekend warrior jobs, where they go maybe to the swap meets, garage sales, and they have all this little extra change they get, and they don't claim it. But when you work under a corporation that you're a founder of, or the LLC, I can tell you that one of the things is, what happens is they just want to find where all the extra money is. But when you're doing Zelle to business to business, Zelle business to Zelle business, there's nothing wrong with it. So you guys aren't worried about it. I mean, if you're doing that, you don't have to worry about it, because they know you're going to end up filing taxes at the end of the year. So there's nothing wrong with that. So a lot of you worried about nothing, but that's why I'm saying we want to show you how to repackage everything. I know a lot of it is easy, sending the WhatsApp to your family members, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But you've got to remember is that when you send this information, you don't have to worry about it. But Zelle is going to be one of your best things for business, and that's going to be one of the good things. Also, another thing is that you want to begin to understand for yourself as we move on is oh, that was weird, folks. Are you still there?
Yeah.
All right. My whole screen just went blank. Man, this is crazy. All righty. All right. So, anyways, one of the things that we also want to talk about is here for yourself is you want to learn about not about repackaging yourself, but also there's one area that a lot of people don't really pay attention to, which is really important, and that is it's called safety credit. Safety credit. Safety credit. Safety credit is really one of the most important things that you're looking for to go ahead and make a difference. And one of the things is that you want to begin to understand is that when you have safety credit is one of the most powerful things that you can actually add to your business. See, a lot of you think, well, I'm getting cash, I have money in the bank. I don't care about that. Whatever you have in the bank and whatever you have that you bring in cash wise, if you don't have that kind of business credit matching your cash credit, you're in trouble already. A lot of you really don't understand that, because a lot of you have run your business off, well, I make some cash and I'm saving. Why would you do the opposite of what the wealthy do? I didn't say the rich. I said the wealthy. The wealthy do. The wealthy, what they understand is OPM. They're going to use other people's money, which is the money they have borrowed, or to get product on a 30, 60, 90-day net. So they're using their money to make money on the product. You go buy a case of water from Walmart, guess what? When someone pays for that case, you just paid for that case for Walmart, and Walmart makes a profit off the case. It's just that simple. It's that simple. Another thing I want to make you aware of is that the safety credit is really, really important. And that's what we begin to show all. I mean, there's no difference between you and a Fortune 500 company or Fortune 100. They just realized, the founders realized they got smart. You know what? Why am I going to use all my cash reserves? That's crazy. Do you realize there's quite a few organizations in the 100, Fortune 100, that use credit lines to pay their payroll? They don't dare touch that cash. You got to understand how to use credit to make you grow and keep. And cash doesn't mean you go spend and buy yourself a Maserati. You have that cash as an asset on your books, but you have the cash work for you, or your equity, not the equity, but your main money work for you and makes money at the same time. So it's not, because when you're paying payroll, yes, payroll makes you money, but I'd rather pay payroll with a credit line and have my equity, the principal working and making this money. I'm going to have the principal become the slave. You've got to learn how to make your cash become the slave, and you use your credit lines to take care of other stuff, so your money will go ahead and pay for that later while your product gets out there so you can sell it. And there's a way to do it in the structure correctly so you don't get yourself so top heavy in one way or the other. So that's one of the things that really is really important to realize, that again, that your safety credit is your line of defense. And then on top of that, you want to begin to build your personal credit. My screen's frozen. To build your personal credit, and guess what? You want to get yourself up to $1 million in personal credit. I know $1 million is no what. You don't have to have what you think you have to have. You've got to get out of that thinking. Oh, well, I can never get $1 million. Who says you can't? We have people right now that, yeah, you have to get your score straight, but they already got $1 million in credit. And there's a way to do it. And this is the thing that people don't understand, because you want that for emergency. That's your safety credit. If a COVID comes again, they shut everything down, you can go to the bank or call in the bank online, tell them, cash advance, please. There's a way you could do it, folks. And that's what we go over in class as well. What I want to say is, all right, I want to say thank you for being here tonight. Also, we'll have on Sunday night, we'll have some other new information. I have some good stuff on Sunday to show you and go over about a CFO program for you. So I just want to let you know that it's very awesome. And thank you for being here tonight. Most of all, remember this. Hey, if you have any questions, go ahead and just give me a call. If you have any questions about the divisions, just give me a call. 855-886-7355, 855-886-7355. Just give me a call and just ask. It's not going to cost anything to talk to me. What do you want? What do you want to know? Okay, great. All right, folks. I want to say thank you very much for your time. It's been awesome. And most of all, thank you and have a good evening.